Hello dear students, welcome to the online class for the students of BA Part 1st Subject English Literature. In this video we are going to study the poem Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, composed by William Shakespeare. As you know students, that in the earlier video we have discussed about the poet of this poem and some short description of what is sonnet. As you know that sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. So this poem, opening lines of this poem is, Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Students, in these lines, a summer's day means a happy and prosperous day. Thou art means, in the second line you can see the line starts with thou art more lovely. Thou art means you are. In the old English, you is written as you was written as thou. So thou art means you are. More lovely means the youth's beauty is more perfect than the beauty of a summer's day. And more temperate means more gentle or more restrained. Whereas the summer's day might have violent excess in store, such as are about to be described. In the third line, you can see darling birds of May. It means the beautiful, lovely birds of the early summer, means favorite flowers. And the fourth line means summer's leaf has too short a date. It means the summer holds a lease on part of the year, but the lease is too short and has an early termination. So in this, as you know students, that this line is this poem is this sonnet. In this sonnet, Shakespeare addressed this sonnet to his immortal friend. Somewhere we can think that the poet addresses his friend Mr. W.H. The poet's friend name is Mr. W.H. and in this poem he compares his friend's beauty to natural object like summer. So in these four lines, Shakespeare asserts that his friend is more lovely and tender in the temperament, means in the nature, than the summer. Summer's beauty is short-lived, but the beauty of his friend is everlasting. So the poet explains in these four lines that sometimes the sun becomes too short and burns many things. Sometimes it is covered by black clouds and get dim. These changes occur in the beauty of the nature from time to time, but the beauty of his friend is never changing. It is always clear and pleasing. Every beauty thing in the universe changes and loses its charm by some accident or by the course of time, but the beauty of his friend is everlasting. So in the starting line, he asks himself a question, that should I compare my friend's beauty to summer's day? But in the next line he gives the answer and he says that you are more lovely. He is addressing to his friend, and he is saying that, oh my friend, you are more lovely and more temperate, more restrained than the summer's day. Because in summer's day rough winds do shake the darling birds of May, means the rough wind that blow in summer season, they shake the favorite birds of May. May means here the month of the year. So in the month of May, when some birds blossom, rough winds shake them, and summer's leaf had all too short a date. In this line, the poet wants to convey a message that summer is a part of the year and its duration is too short. But whereas his friend's beauty, his friend's duration of long living is very more than the summer's day. Now let's move to the fifth line, or we can say the second quatrain of this poem. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. So, in these four lines, the poet is saying, we can start with the fifth line, that he is saying sometime means on occasion, or we can say sometimes. The eye of heaven, the eye of heaven here stands for the sun. In the sixth line, you can see a phrase gold, his gold complexion. Here the poet is referring his to the sun, so he wants to say that sun's golden face. Every fair means all beautiful things. Fair here means beautiful. By chance means by accidents. And nature's changing course means the fluctuating tides of nature which are not subject to control, means nature's changing course. Untrimmed here means this can refer to the trimming on a ship which keeps it stable, or we can say that a lake of ornament and decoration. So here in these lines the poet wants to say that sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shine, that sometime the sun become too hot and burns many things. And in the next line he is saying, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And in the second line he wants to say that sometime the sun is covered by black clouds and get dim, and these changes occur in the beauty of the nature from time to time, by chance or nature's. And every fair from fair sometime declines. He wants to say that every fair means every beautiful thing in the nature sometime means at some occasion it gets dimmed, it gets faded. By chance means by accident or by nature's changing course untrimmed. He wants to say that every beautiful thing in the universe changes and loses its charm by some accident or by the course of time, but the beauty of his friend is everlasting. So here in these lines the poet refers the spiritual and intellectual beauty of his friend. And in sixth line the phrase every fair from fair, this repetition of the word fair stresses upon the claim of the poet. So that's all about this video, students. In the next video we are going to study the third quatrain and the couplet of the poem, and at the last we will discuss the critical points, critical appreciation of this poem. So that's all, students. Thank you all.